see new features every single time. Anyways, this is kind of blurry. Anyways, I'm just kind of curious what people think about the Diddy trial so far. I guess the trial is over. How do you feel about the outcome of it? What am I doing here? Ooh, I know what I can do. Should Diddy be free? And by the way, my name is Anthony. If you haven't watched me before, like, comment, and subscribe. I always appreciate it. So, the verdicts came in, and he's pretty much more innocent than guilty, I guess. But that does mean he can face time in jail or prison. And the maximum time he could face is 10 years each, which would be a total of 20 years. So I'm just kind of curious how you all feel. How do you feel about Diddy potentially getting more time? Do you think the time in jail that he served is enough, especially since his most popularized victim already received $20 million from him, an additional 10 million from the hotel where the incident happened in? Or do you think he should serve more time? And the main reason I ask this question is because I personally feel that, yes, I know Cassie is not the perfect victim. However, um, if this is more about justice for her, I personally feel like uh, criminal charges should have been filed. She had all this time to do so, but she never did. Excuse me, I am really tired right now. But yeah, I mean, if she would have filed criminal charges, he'll most likely be in jail. Uh, Andrea, hi, how's it going? Yeah, and Trav, how's it going? But yeah, he will be in prison right now. Nobody will feel any guilt about him being in prison. I don't know who that is, but yeah, nobody would think twice about this. Think about it for a second. She received $20 million, another 10 million for the hotel, and she wrote a letter to the judge saying that she doesn't want him from prison, from jail release. Now, me personally, once you receive $10 million, excuse me, $20 million from Diddy, that's more than enough money to move anywhere you want to, in or out of the country, and have a pretty nice life. Um, he wouldn't be able to get to you. You'd be able to take care of your family. So, what's the point of trying to keep him in there? I mean, you technically got your justice that you wanted. You didn't necessarily want him in prison at the time because you didn't file for those criminal charges. And thank you for the sub. I appreciate it. So you got the justice you wanted, which is the money. I'm not saying what happened to her wasn't bad or horrible, but like this whole entire trial exposed, she was not the perfect victim. There is even audio that I put on another video I did today where it shows or you hear her threatening somebody in their life, and that's not something they ever found of Diddy. Now, again, if she would have filed criminal charges against him and he got convicted, cool. I wouldn't care. But the fact that the prosecution main uh, their main expert witness or victim, whatever, already received their money. They have audio clips of her making threats. There's video clips supposedly, allegedly. I think that was her in the free cough days, her enjoying herself and her even admitting herself that she enjoyed it and cheated on her husband and all this other kind of stuff. It's kind of like what's going on here? Why are we still here? You know, And I'm not trying to get too much into this whole entire theory thing to where it's like, oh yeah, he tried suing the wrong people, or he was trying to make his own political party, all this other kind of stuff. This keep it really short. Just keep it extremely short. I don't think this should really go any further. And 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 here's the other thing. A lot of people were secretly in support of Diddy and hoping that he wouldn't get convicted at all for anything. And the main reason being is think about your favorite rapper, your favorite movie star, your politician, just a rich person down the street. They pay for women to go from point A to point B a lot of the time to enjoy their company. And sometimes it could be across state lines. That's a very common thing people do. You can meet somebody online, interact with them, and pay for their plane ticket, and then y'all have relations, and then let's say it goes awry, which some people act crazier than others, and then what ends up happening? So you mean to tell me that now people are going to be on edge for meeting people online? So you really shouldn't entertain or have any more online relationships. That's the way I'm kind of getting from that. Because if you meet somebody, you really vibe with them, and you pay for their ticket to come see you, then that could be considered, you know what I'm saying here? So that's what I'm kind of like, all right, well, this is the best outcome for Diddy, but it is setting up other people for failure. Because like rappers like Boosie was a hardcore Diddy supporter from day one. Even when the world was against Diddy, Boosie was the main one that was like, you know what? Your friend's your friend. You need to support your friend, right? That was Boosie's whole entire stance. It doesn't matter. That's your friend. You support your friend. It doesn't matter what they go through, right or wrong. That's truly your friend. You support them. And Boosie been in and out of the prison jail system so many times. I'm honestly surprised he's free right now. But Boosie has Boosie pool parties. Boosie does concerts. Boosie has well known for flying people out. I mean, the whole term being flued out was a whole thing. This for the fact of men doing that. And when you have God, what's that woman name on the Joe Budden podcast? God, what was her name? Uh, Whatever the woman name on the Joe Budden podcast, and she was pretty popular back in the day, Video Vixen. I'm pretty sure she got flued out, but yet she was so against Diddy too for the very same thing that she did to take advantage of to got her money. God, what was her name? I know Kanye made a song about her in a Honda Accord. God, what is her name? It's gonna drive me crazy now. It'll come to me as soon as I get off this live. You know what I mean? Let's see what other comments are in here. And by the way, if you haven't already, my name is Anthony. The subscribe, comment. I always appreciate it. It's one of those things that I'm just right here, just kind of talking. Can't sleep. I used to call this late night conversations, but right now I'm just kind of like the main topic on everybody's mind right now is Diddy. So I might as well bring that up. Even Tia Kemp. Tia Kemp is one of the realest females that I've seen online, or auntie, right? She's one of the realest females I've seen online in a very long time. And even she is saying that, all these people that ate off Diddy, that enjoy his money and the things he could do for him, they're not showing up for him in court. You know what I think is going to happen when it comes to Diddy, to be honest with you? Whenever he gets out of jail or prison, whichever he goes to after October, whenever he gets out, he's going to be very refocused. He's going to be very refocused. Um, because for one, he'll be clean. I'm pretty sure he's fully detoxed. Um, he's going to refocus, and he's going to intimidate a lot of people because he won't be the same person as he went in. Normally, when you have your livelihood threatened for the rest of your life like that, it changes you to your core. I think something about him is going to be changed to his core. I'm not sure what that is going to be yet, though. I'm not sure if it's going to be more of a positive or negative. Kind of like one of those things that I messed over so many people. I really do genuinely really need to repent, or it's going to be one of these things to where it's kind of like I'm going to be the worst monster ever, but I'm gonna be more careful this time. If he's able to move out the country, where he pull a what's his name, Russell Simmons, and just move out the country for a bit. I'm very more interested to see what he's going to be like after the fact. More so during the before, because the before, you had glimpses of him wanting to do good things and great things, but his addictions always got in the way. And I don't know what it is. I feel like there's something in my eye I keep picking at for some reason. Sorry about that. But you guys tell me your opinions. Um, comment something. I don't care. But it's just one of those things that for justice to have been served, Cassie needed to file sooner and not in civil court. For true justice to be served. Should Diddy be free? What does my poll say so far? 80% said no, 20% said yes. Okay. And truth be told, I'm not surprised. I'm kind of curious, why do y'all feel like why he should or should not be free? You know what? I agree with you. Putting enthusiasm on my voice would help with the algorithm. But I'm not gonna lie, man. I'm really tired. I worked all day, cooked dinner, and I just want to get on here and talk. I know how the algorithm works. It sucks that you gotta be all animated. I seen people come in here and they start cursing and yelling. They have like thousands of viewers and stuff like that. And I'm just like, man, I ain't doing all that. I'm not gonna come on here and curse and yell at people. However, though, um, I appreciate the positive feedback, Sir Adam. Sir Adam, I'm kind of curious. Are you in the States or not? But um, kind of wonder what this top pants thing is. I never seen that before. I don't know what this is. I probably missed a whole entire tutorial when it comes to this whole entire YouTube thing. Like I said, it's always new update. Apparently, I completely understand, sir. You're a new subscriber, and I like. Hey, I appreciate that. Thank you, sir. I really do. Um, if you have a minute, check out some of my other videos. On this particular day when I was talking about Diddy months ago, I kind of predicted that none of these charges would really stick, and the main reason for that is when I was reading what he was being charged with, and I went to the government website to see what the definitions were and how much time he would get, it just didn't make sense what he was being charged. So at the time back then, I said I could see if Diddy did get charged with anything. I forgot which one I say he would be charged for. I think it was like federal domestic or federal DV. I said that he would most likely get 7 years. Now, with what he's being charged with right now, him being, I don't see him getting the full 20 years or saying. I feel like more is going to be more time served as a probation. Um, I think that's part of the reason. That's part of the strategy. He'll not getting out right now. I need some water. My throat's getting dry. Yeah, I gotta come up on here during the daytime one day when I'm not working. I know probably on the next day I'm actually off is 4th of July, the holiday, and I'm not gonna be. I'm probably not gonna be on here on 4th of July. Speaking of 4th of July, whenever Donald Trump said that we have too many federal holidays, I'm just curious. How do you guys feel about that? Do you agree with Trump when he said there's too many federal holidays? And if there is, which ones are you wanting to cut out? I'm kind of curious about that. How do I get rid of this poll thing? This is, I'm not gonna play around with it no more. I'm just gonna deal with it. I actually need to get ready to go myself. But the ones who commented and left a like, I appreciate it. Hope you guys have a good night. Subscribe if you already have it. Have a good night.